Howdy everyone, and welcome to a game of Chris Sawyer's Locomotion. It's not Minecraft, but I personally just love transport-based games. And I think Chris Sawyer's Locomotion, an oldie but an absolute goodie. I've always enjoyed doing it. And so for those of you who don't know, it gives you different scenarios with towns and industries in each location. And then you're trying to connect those towns and industries, and there's always a scenario goal. Now, because this game is so old, I've already got quite a few saves on it, so we're not going to be going to do them the first play, but we can always see if we can beat our last one. So let's go ahead, we'll jump into the easiest one, Boulder Breakers over here, so you can just get an idea of what it is. I've already got my guy set, I got my name of my company, and let's go ahead and take a look around. So you can see we have Boulder Bay over here, and we have Breakers Bridge over here. Population 400. This one's probably a little bigger because it's got, 840. It's already got hard roads instead of dirt roads. We have a coal mine and, beach town over here, an iron mine. This is a steel mill that needs both of them to produce steel, and once you get steel, you can send them over here to get goods. Once your town gets big enough, you can have goods. So our scenario goal this time is to achieve a performance index of 10.0%. Let's go ahead, pop down our headquarters. We'll put it right outside there. And then we will put in a railroad. We'll do it right here to be able to deliver some coal. I'm trying to keep on the flat grounds because we're early game and I don't want to pay to edit land because editing land is expensive. There we go. Okay, we're gonna put in our stations. Produces coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll build a train. For 50, 850. We'll go with the bigger one. Why not? Okay. Wagon, 20, 40, 60, 80. Let's do 100 to see what that gets us. So one of the things I've learned is that you need to wait for this to go up and up and up until it is at a point where it will start going backwards, because if you don't service it enough, it will get a worse rating and then it stops providing as much. But if you wait until this reaches kind of its max, then it kind of, one, already has a stockpile, but two, keeps producing at that level. So since I put enough cars to have 100 tons of coal, I want to wait until it's up there. So as I'm waiting there, I'm also going to go ahead and put in some bus stops, I think. And we will... Do I want buses or do I want a tram? I'll go with buses. That's what I'll go with. 194, okay. So you can see it's got a catchment area. We'll do Boulder Bay there. We'll do Boulder Bay Lakeside over here. And then you can kind of expand your catchment area by putting the bus stops out a little more. Looks like that's starting to go down. We will release the train to load up. We'll expand this Boulder Bay over here. By expanding it, we just increase the amount of people that will go to that stop. super important too, because you really want to make sure that you're getting enough. Land speed record, awesome. Come here. Celebrate first coal, yep. Build ourselves a bus. It's $40 a month for both, so who cares? So yeah, we're gonna stop at Boulder Bay. Then I like putting points down because if you don't, he's just gonna find the closest two to each other and just keep going back and forth between those two. So we'll do that. A point lakeside, a point over here, and then he will have to go through each of those points before going to the next one. Yeah, okay, so now we'll go here, we'll keep watching that. 37 passengers, probably good enough, looking like it's getting pretty close. So he just picked up some passengers, we'll let him go. You can see we're at 2.7 now. It's losing $96 a month, not great. Boulder Bay Mines has 34 tons of coal, awesome. Celebrates, first passengers arrive, good to see. Apologize if you can hear the dog in the background. He is having a heck of a time today. Cannot be left alone, must be together at all points in time. And that includes while I'm playing, so yeah, I see you. All right, so we have Boulder Bay Lakeside, 23 passengers, now it's 10, Boulder Bay, 28. It's got a pretty good green ranking on there, so that's good enough. He's coming and now leaving. He like pulled forward. Yeah, I was gonna say I probably have a piece of right on there. I need to actually delete that extra one. Don't need it. 37 tons. So he is getting enough by the time he gets back. That's good to see. Okay. 5.4%. We're rising. 31 passengers. Holy cow. All right, so what I think I want to do next is we will put a stop down here in Boulder Breakers Bridge Woods right now. Okay. And then I'm going to connect up the two towns. Doing this so that we can add another bus that's going between, because Boulder Bay has quite a few passengers. And Breakers Bridge over here just doesn't have that big of a city yet to really do a whole lot. We're gonna do Express. We're gonna have Breakers Bridge, Woods. We want it to go through this waypoint over here, Boulder Bay, and we want it to go through this waypoint here. I think that works well. Okay. 14 passengers there. See, like he just picked up and it's already back to 20 something passengers. So can definitely afford to do another one. This one just picked up and only was unable to get 2. So he can support another one. We're at 17 passengers right now. Waiting for it to go down here. We're not producing any steel because all we're doing is hauling coal over. And yeah, as you can see, every time after we do it, it's going down just a little bit, but he's getting a full 100 tons, or almost a full 100 tons. So that's a perfect amount there. He started a little early, but I guess we'll allow it. Should be fine. I do not want to rename this. That's the other problem. If they start early, then you just have to let them go. you can't really like stop and come back, because the longer they sit in there, the worse of a score you get if they're just hanging out in the bus. I'm gonna watch this though, because honestly it might be so far apart that it won't make it back in time. So we're gonna have to watch that. What I think we might do instead is come over here and add in, again, why is it calling it woods? I put it in the middle of the village over here. No way I'm calling this a city. I'm just trying to expand our catchment area out for passengers waiting, so that's a pretty good amount. Let's go ahead and do this, and we're gonna take him back. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna take him back behind this thing. That way I'm not having to wait on a train to go through. Okay, connected those two. 21 passengers, 22. So he's still going up. It just actually went up because he just came and picked him up. So where in the world are you going? Bus 2. What the heck? What in the world? That is not going to do well. That is not going to do well at all. Here, we'll put a 2 there, and we'll get rid of number 3. Shoot, that is not good. He is going to be taking a long time. Shoot, don't have enough money. All right, we'll wait a little bit. We're at 8.9% right now. Growth index, performance index. Performance index is based on like how many things you're moving, how much money goes out, how much money goes in, how long it takes you to get stuff places. As you can see, my company value just dipped a little bit here, so that's not great. It's probably because this bus. Express again, we're gonna have to go through this waypoint over here. Come here to this one. You gotta make sure you go through that waypoint there. I'm gonna go ahead and start you 40 passengers. Holy cow. Did not expect that many. See, now we're at 73 passengers. Boulder Bay still at 5 over there. And 7. And now we just went down. So like I said, we knew that was probably going to happen because 1, we just lost value, but then 2, this bus over here didn't go on his correct route. Anyway, check this guy, slowly losing some, not really a problem. We're coming here quick enough. And so saying we're only transporting about 70% of that, and that's because we only have 1 station here. If you put in multiple stations, then you're able to get the 100% export, but you'll never get above, I think it's 83%, maybe it is the 70% if you only have 1 station. Now we could put in another railroad here to pull this one here, but then you start producing steel and that becomes a problem. And I just don't want to do that because then your rating tanks because you're not delivering people, which is also, it could be a reason why my things went down, is because people are waiting here and not being picked up. And yeah, this one just went down to 32%, so that's not great, but nothing waiting. He picked up all 8 people there. Is this bus 2 again? Why? Why does he keep doing that? It's an express. You're supposed to stop at waypoint 2. Okay, that should help. Going down again. Building a house over here though. I think that's an updated house. Building another one there. That's good to see. 48 passengers waiting. Holy cow. in that tiny little town. Nothing waiting there. 11 there, that's a good number to have there. Here, we got nothing waiting. This guy's probably, oh no, he's got 6. So this guy's probably empty. No, he has some too, perfect. All right, well that's good that they can support both. He runs a block, he's coming back. Okay, we're at 8.9% now. That back one's empty. So what I think I'm going to do, probably wouldn't need to, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it just to maybe speed things up. I'm going to put another station in here. I can do that for that. Put these in. Put that in. And what we can do is, I'm gonna build a train here. Don't have enough at all. I'll go ahead and stop you. We're gonna delete a wagon and start you again. Nope. Why in the world did you go to that one? I don't understand. 127 tons of coal waiting, so honestly, we're not gonna pick up enough from him there. I'll let him go. And 3 grand each month we lose because it's that. 25 passengers waiting here. Do I want to put another bus in? I don't think so. 41 passengers waiting here. I guess so. I guess I do want another bus. It's cheaper to build another bus than it is to there. So what we can do is we can have the exact same route. All you got to do is click into this one's route and then click end of route list and it puts it over to there. I'm gonna start him once I feel like he's almost over into Breaker's Bridge. Okay, go ahead and start you. Should be fine. Should be able to support this. He picked up 14, bringing in some money. 2 with waiting there, 7 waiting there. This is going well. And yeah, we have this one ready. Now, I swear, if it goes back to that other one, obviously you need to go, I guess actually I need to put that there. So that's the other thing that you get a problem whenever you start these, is that you have to specify that it needs to stop at the station. Once you put these in, or else it just does its own thing. So put those down so that we're ready for our next one. 9.2%, adding that bus did help. And then adding that other station is going to help because it means it's going to start loading coal in a little more because it has more room to put it in. Reach down, 47 passengers. Crazy. This one still has 35, and I know it's already picked up. And this guy's gonna come back, leaving 13 passengers. We're doing well. The other thing we can do is we can take out bits of a loan here. I went and did a little bit more. Then you have to pay the interest on it, of course, but you're able to up what you're doing a little more. I'm gonna put him down. We'll edit his vehicle details. All right, 822 a wagon. So we should be able to afford like 2 more maybe once he drops off his coal. 56 passengers now, holy cow. 56 there, yeah, that's crazy. Only got 2 there, 11 there. Yeah, we got 1 more. I'm wanting to get that at least 2 more. So I'm gonna take out a loan, put in those 2. We're gonna stop at Boulder Bay. We're gonna stop at Breakers Bridge. We're gonna let him go. And once he gets to here, we'll let that one go. I think I might have to put in another railroad just to do the passengers back and forth. It's ridiculous. He's released. We put this guy down. I'm gonna go ahead and put in another one. I'm not sure it's necessary by any means, but yeah, me 240 amount of money. We'll put this in here to make it okay. Put that down, put that down. I need what? 240. That's the last little bit I need to be able to complete this. Come on. So close. So close. There we go. And we got it. So it's gonna bring that guy back. That's fine. You can see over here we have 63 tons waiting. We got a pretty good rating on the station. Let's look at how much we're spending now. We still are only about 70% a month, so should up pretty soon here. He's gonna get back and then I'll let that guy go. Do we want 80 passengers? Holy cow. How many are here? 63. I guess we'll put another bus down. I can't afford it right now. I mean, I guess once I can afford it, we'll just put another bus down to shuttle them back and forth. Here we got 0 there and 6 there, so he's expanding pretty big. That's just crazy. I know this one over here is not expanding. I guess it's just, like I said, it's that perfect. Yeah, we're at 54%. Right in here. It's not a great rating for this, but it is a great place to be to keep getting resources. So 70 passengers here. So why do we have so many? Yeah. 64th. So that's it. It was like 50 right before he stopped. So we're just at that golden range right now where it's not great for this, which is technically what we need, but it's just perfect for constantly pumping in more resources. Because the higher you get, it like hits a certain max rate that it will renew your resources. And it seems to me that when you're in that 50-ish range, it just is at the fastest it can be. So I'm going to, once I can afford it, put another bus down because we are trying to get to that 10%, which matters more than how many resources we have. And I think we will get there with having one more bus too. Another way we can get there, not as fast, but if you reduce the amount of your loan, that helps raise your performance index. But the biggest thing, 122, holy cow. And there we go, completed it 1 year, 7 months. I think that's the exact same as the first time I did it. 10%, plate layer to engineer. I love that at the end of the month I went bankrupt, $30 under as I did that. But yeah, so there you go. Now with 134 passengers is crazy, but putting in a trolley maybe, going back and forth, having 2 stops in the same town would help with that. With like over 100, I mean there's 71 there, putting in a railroad going back and forth could be next step. So yeah, there we go. 10.2% engineer now, no longer a plate layer. Did it 1 year, 7 months. I think that's the exact same time it took me the first time I did this. But let me know what you think. Do you enjoy Locomotion? I know this is an old game, not seeing a lot of people playing it, but I love transport related games, and I think that Chris Sawyer's Locomotion is a great game. So I'm going to play a few more levels whenever I have the time in between those Minecraft episodes. You'll probably catch a couple more of these. Starting on the easy levels, we'll work our way up into the harder levels. And, you know, all we did was get buses and trains, but there's also trams and trucks and aircraft and ships. So we'll get there, all the different scenarios. Thanks for watching.